Okay, well, welcome to day 2 of our little adventure of looking for homes for you guys. The entry is nice. I've done a little investigating already. This may not be the roomiest of properties either, although you can be the judge of that after this little video. The nice thing about this property, and the plus side of it, is it has a well manicured lawn and landscape. So let me first, this is the driveway. I'm going to give you a little view of the neighbors, so that way you know what you're up against there. So we're approaching the house, but before we go in, I'm going to go off to the left here. And this area here has some storage sheds or something to that effect. I haven't unlocked these doors, so maybe I can do that with the key here. Let's see if this key will work. I don't count on it. No, it does not, so I do not know what's in there. I'm going to kind of go around the outside of the property first because it's raining and I want to get it out of the way. Welcome to Washington. Here's another sort of, well, I can't really show you what's going on in there. Another shed. So here's the edge of the property. Here's the other neighbors. And here we are looking on the back side of the house. So I'm approaching that. As you can see, there's the neighbor's house. Not sure if anybody's living there, to be honest. Nice little patio. Kind of a little French door setup, sort of, there. More storage in the back, sheds. And like I said, this lawn and landscaping is very well taken care of. This really wraps back a bit, and it looks as though, even though there's this fence line, it looks like the actual property line is further down there a little bit. More storage. Look at that, huh? There was that front storage. Another back one. So there's a lot of place to store things. That's a good thing. We're at the very, very back of the property now. This is looking up along the far left side of the property. I don't think anybody's living there. It looks pretty empty. So there's a little green belt, sort of, and a little stairwell over there, which I'm not going to bother walking down there. I'm going to go back, and then we can go back inside the house. We'll walk the house for a few minutes. Once again, I think this yard is pretty nice. As far as building an additional shop, I suppose there's room for a small one, but you'd have to get the county or the city to sign off on that idea. That's a completely separate area, which I suppose you could make contingent upon the sale, but they have the right to refuse that contingency as well, so something to think about. So here we are in the front of the house. And here you go. We're going to go in. We're going to back. And we're in the living room. The living room has a nice little fireplace. Looks like a gas fireplace. Picture window. There's the hallway going down to the bedrooms. There's the kitchen area. It's a very clean home. And from inside the kitchen, you can see the washer and dryer, the water heater tucked behind there. There's refrigerator, electric stove. Let's go back through here into the garage area. So you have a garage here, as you can see. Another entrance there. There's your electrical panel. Lots of storage on this property, no doubt. And there is a side entrance right here, obviously to probably be able to haul things in from the storage area over there to the left. All right, back inside. This is the dining room area. Back in the kitchen. And we're going to make a left down the hallway here. There's a storage coat closet, it looks like, there at the entrance. So down the hall to the left here is the bathroom. As you can see, there's a shower and the fixtures. Bathtub. Looks like a place to put your linens. Big window. There's the sink, counter. I'm going to go to the right here as we exit into the hall. On the right, there's a small bedroom right here. It's not real big. Back out a little bit so you can see. Here's your closet. Window. And could probably fit a twin bed in here. Not much more. Small dresser. We're going to cross the hall, enter the far end of the hall's left bedroom, which I suspect is the master. It's the largest of the three rooms. And we're going to back up a bit. There's the entrance, there's the other bedroom we were just in. There's two windows in here, one facing the side of the house and another facing the back. Carpet should probably be replaced in here. Okay, one last bedroom, the one on the far end of the hall, the right side. Window facing the front and another window facing the back of the side of the home. Here's another closet. I'm going to turn the light on so I can shine some light on all this. So that's the closet. There's the entryway. You could probably fit I wouldn't fit anything more than maybe a double bed in here. Dresser. serious carpeting. Okay. Well, there's some linen closets here in the hallway, as you can see. That's a storage closet, obviously, a broom type closet. I believe this is probably the linen. Yes, definitely. And we'll walk back down the hall. And that's the house. This is the living room again. We'll get this up on YouTube, and we'll talk to you later.